All right. What is going on, everybody? And just checking a couple of things first to make sure we got everything rocking and rolling. So give me just a moment. Want to make sure we got everything going. Okay. We're just making sure everything's good for you guys. Okay. Stretch it out a little bit. Make some money today, hopefully. I'm taking a look. Bitcoin OTC and Bitcoin ETF OTC. All right, let's rock and roll it. So these are the two that I'm kind of sitting onto. You can see it's like plus 52%, the other's 84. If you're wondering how I did that, when I go here, I can just save it as a favorite and it shows up here so I can bounce back and forth, right? So it's just a little bit easier. And we're going to do, let's see, yesterday we did the ETF OTC. Today we're going to do the Bitcoin OTC. And I already have my support and resistance. I'm just going to kind of confirm everything. Take a look. And you guys can actually message in the chat too. I got you guys pulled up here. So if you have questions on Telegram, you can just come here and ask these questions, and I will answer anything you got. Right. So if you have those questions, don't miss out. Do that. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. Our support levels about right here. Yeah. Here, one swing high, a swing high, kind of moving in a bit of a range a little bit. But overall the trend, and I want to put that there too. Now this is on the minute time frame. I want to go to the 5 minute and put my trend. Yeah. So the 5 minute time frame. Whoa, that's huge. Yeah. There it is. I want to do this on the because that's the overall trend in the upper time frame. The minute time frame, what that does is it gives you kind of what's happening now. But if you do it in the upper time frame, it's going to show you the overall trajectory within that time. So you can kind of see what's happening there. And it'll also show on the 1 minute time frame since that's what we're trading. We're going to get locked in a little bit. Because really here, what you want to do with your trend line, you want to have it on the extreme side of things. Uh, that means that like right here and here, at least two. If you have three of those, that's way better, right? Way, way, way better. So about right here and here. Now, I'm not like super strict on the trend line just to have an idea for later on. Yeah. Now we're going to go to the 1 minute time frame and take a gander. One more time before we really start entering our positions. Yesterday we had a really, really good trade. Uh, you've probably seen me drop quite low, but we were able to take that back and we just changed up our strategy. Remember, that's one of the key things that you're going to want to do is always change up your strategy if you notice that it's not working for that day. Not one set strategy is going to work every single pair. It's not going to work on any kind of current on every currency. It's not going to work every day. So you're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to be fluid in what you're doing. All right. So let's go down. Okay. Now, some key rules before we start going. Remember, trading in the middle of the range is always a bad idea. We can break some of those rules sometimes if the candles are kind of giving us um, a little bit of confirmation, right? So if it's giving us a good confirmation of where it's going, like that solid no wick kind of momentum push, then we can kind of like ride that out, right? So that's what we're doing here. All right, zooming in a little bit, we have 1 minute. Also, I'm going to trade just a little bit less. Nope, nope, nope. Just to kind of catch the feel of what's happening. You've noticed that probably in the last several live streams that you've seen that that's what we're doing. At first, that's the best method. Okay, we had a false breakout coming down, kind of coming up. Pretty solid engulfing candle here, showing us the trajectory that it's going lower, but because it's sitting on the support level, it can come out. Now you see that this wick's forming, and that's telling us that that lower price is getting rejected. So we don't want to follow that. So even if here, if I put in that 1 minute on the time, like right here, you see if that's 1 minute, I would have lost on that trade. So I want a little bit of a confirmation coming through. I'm going to take it down to about 30 seconds. About half of that, so that way we can kind of catch half of that candle. Also rejected not too much of a lower price, but here we're moving forward. So what's this candle, the next two candles going to do? Yeah, just kind of making sure around the 1 minute time frame, 30 seconds. We're going to do $100. Ah, you know what? I made a huge mistake too. Right off right off the bat. So let me go ahead and fix this. I'm glad I caught that. For some reason I was going for the like it's a bull, but it's not. So that needs to go up to the highs, not the lows. And this is more true about right here because we're on a downtrend. This is showing us this downtrend. So, see how it changed it totally? So we want a confirmation showing that it's going to close below the trend line and below the support level. And we're going to go back to the 1 minute time frame. Let's just kind of bring this down a little bit. Yeah, rejected higher price, and it's going to continue going down. Huge rejection, and it closed below the support and the trend line. So that's going to tell me that it's going to continue down a little bit. So we have our confluence here. And $100. Not going to be a huge profit from this trade, but you get the idea. And there we go, $84 profit. 30 seconds seems to be working good. and it's going to close pretty. Kind of what happened here. It's kind of a bad position. If it would have gotten like halfway up here, then it would have been really good to enter longer too. But I just believe it's going to continue down, and you can kind of see why right here if we get closed out. Probably the 1 minute would have been better. Yeah. See, if we ended half of this candle here, then we would have cleared it. All right, so a rejection of a lower price. Let's say 40 seconds. And so it's going to fake us out. So it looks like it's going to kind of go back up and start entering this range again. Oh, this is very iffy right here because what we have. A little bit of a rejection of a higher price and it just got pushed down and then it got engulfed. Right, pretty solid. No wicks here except for like this little bitty tail. There's not even a tail. It looked like it for a second. So iffy moment, dangerous moment because as we're approaching the trend line, and now what was acting as support is acting as resistance. So gonna kind of come back up here. You see it here, huge rejection, and I could probably say that it's gonna go up because it looks like a fake out. Now it's a bad trade, and I'll explain why this is a bad trade. Because really, it's very risky, as I was telling you. Come up because just because you're gonna have so much resistance pushing, trying to stop it from coming up further. And there we go. Not so bad. Let's hit click. Now, if we had the longer, this is what I was telling you. So we got stopped out too soon. So we're gonna go back to our 1 minute trading. Huge momentum. Now I don't want to enter it up at the top. I want to wait for it to comes back down just a little bit more. Now this is going to show that the trajectory is moving up, and I'm going to enter here. And now it's the waiting game. Go ahead and double up just because we got a pretty good entry point. And bada bing. There we go. 369, $83, $86, and we're good to go. All right, we got in our groove. So now we know it's working. So what we have here with these candles, we have a huge candle, wick at the bottom, not really at the top, shows the power's moving up, but that second candle is much smaller, and you have two wicks at the top and the bottom. So this is kind of indecisiveness, and it's losing power. And as you see the current candle that we're on now, we have that huge wick or very long wick at the top, and halfway through the time frame on this candle, it's pushing down. So our trajectory is showing us that it's going to go south, right? So right here at this point, if I would have entered up like halfway through, would have been a good entry point. Huge momentum candle down. Mm, 55, 447. And probably right now your emotions are taking over, and that's telling you like, oh my god, because it's so close to where we entered, but it's going to close out over it just because of that previous candle's telling us that. And you're watching it and watch it. It'll probably bounce off this trend line up a little bit. Or is that much selling pressure taking place? There you go. You're seeing it bounce up a little bit. Yeah. But we got a pretty good entry point. And I can't double up because it's too close in the time frame. And we got profit. $415. Now, also, iffy can go either way right now. 2 wicks and lower, right? So we're going to wait. Huge candle, engulfed, wick at the top. Second candle, smaller, wicks at the top and the bottom. So it can go either way. Rejecting the higher price. We want, okay, if you're going to go, if you're planning on going short, what's happening here is that you want to see this to be also engulfing or just a little bit bigger, engulfing, but a little bit bigger than that previous candle. Mm-hmm. Bouncing, it's respecting that trend line. Okay. And false breakout through here, going up. Remember that trend line's coming from the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, just what I thought. Let's get some confirmation on this candle. What we want to see here, if it's going to be a reversal, is an engulfing power move candle here. 36 seconds in. But here you can see like the pressure rejected the higher price. No wick. It didn't really back off a little bit here. So it's pretty strong. But this candle can swap everything else. That's why we're waiting for 1 or 2 candles confirmation. Okay, an engulfing candle. We're going to get ready to enter a trade if it engulfs up. And now we're, yeah, is it going to close above the resistance line? And it is. And yeah, I'm going to enter here. And I'm going to double up. Mm-hmm. If it goes down a little bit, I will double up. Oh, there's my point. Good entry. Fantastic entry point. Don't want to double up here. Candle's too high and too low at the time frame. And we got it. Boom. 400, 400. Now this strategy for OTC is working fantastic. Going down, huge wick, rejecting it, but it shows that the sellers were there. See what this candle's going to do. Could think it could still move up. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, buyers are stepping in, so showing some momentum. Power sitting with the buyers. And I'm gonna enter here. No, very bad. You don't want to roll over. We lost this trade. See, we got faked out here. What we should have done before I entered here is let the confirmation candle happen. That's my mistake. I made that mistake, got a little excited because I made some profit. 56. Oh, huge power move. So now trying to go up on against the trend, bad idea. Uh, Feeling a little bit risky. And there we go. Let's wait for this candle to confirm. We could pretty much go ahead and bank that is going to continue down. Just because that's a huge engulf. You have two confirmations with the candle, short, bigger short, some big power coming up, and we entered right at the beginning of this. So the opening of that candle. And here we'll make what we just lost back. I doubled up. Yeah, I lost one. Oh, we broke even. Getting greedy, letting my greed take place. Okay, came out, so came out, came back. If we set our expiration time for like two candles, we can make some bank here because I believe it's just going to come up. Because what you're seeing historically, like right here, we come below that trend line, we're going back above it. We go below the trend line, we're coming back over it. Just one or two, like three candles, and it's closing over it. Like every time. Like for example, we came here, one, oh, okay. Well, let's just say this is our confirmation. So 1, 2, and 3 came above. So that would be there. 1, 2, and 3, and it would close just above that. Also, a confirmation, a huge rejection. So the sellers are taking in. Now at this point, a little bit risky. 45 seconds. I don't want to trade in this right now just because it's too risky. And this candle needs to confirm something for us. Power stepping in. Got that selling pressure still here, still present. Maybe I should have left it at 1 minute. Yep, we go. All right. We're $1,000 in profit. Okay, I'm gonna crank it back up to 1 minute. No, not 59. There we go. 1 minute. And I'm gonna put this to open. Ooh, iffy. Rejection, power. It's gonna go down. Because what you see is the top wick, no bottom wick, telling me that it's going to, well, it's got some push into it. So that next candle, if you catch the right entry point, you can make some cash on it. Mm. Got a little bit of a bottom wick, and she's working back up. They stepped in. Okay, we lost our profit. Yeah, lost our profit. Not a big deal. Huge power. Again, coming back above. Rejecting the higher price. Sellers are coming back in. It's probably going to bounce off the other way. What we really want to see here is it start to come. If you're trading short, if you're going to be shorting this market, for it to be below the trend line, perfect. Uh, there we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I'll wait for this confirmation. Halfway through this time candle. I don't want to trade it exactly on here. And it looks like it's going to be an engulfing candle. Needs to go up. Bad entry point for the next one. Hmm. And snipe it. Again, if you're wondering why I chose to go short here, that at the top there's really no wick. So now that power's coming in. The only problem, and the big problem here, is that bottom wick shows that the buyers are coming in. So that's kind of there, but and we're gonna make some cash. Yep. And cash we got. 20 seconds coming in. Oof. Go up just a little bit. Okay. We got a power move coming in. Sailors are stepping in. Get ready to double up on this. Oh, doubled up. And can I double up again? Mm-hmm. 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 No. No, 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 no. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Very bad. We lost a little bit. Okay. You know what? There we go. Crank it down. If it was 30 seconds, we would have gotten it. It broke even. All right, 7 grand. All right. More profit. Now 2 grand up. An engulfing candle. I could go short on this, but it's gonna reverse because straight power up. Mhm. Hmm. Huge rejection. Halfway through the candle. hmm And that was my initial thought was right. A reversal. Wait for this candle to form. Rejection of lower price. Rejection of lower price. And got some profit. Big power move coming in. Wonder if it's going to reverse here. And up, bouncing off, bouncing off. Waiting for a confirmation of this candle. Here. Some fighting. So it's going to go down. No, rejection of a higher price. Ooh, 40 seconds is a bit long. Okay. Mhm. 40 is our sweet spot. All right, 58 grand. So we have a breakthrough. Mm-hmm. Bad bouncing off of this. Faked me out. Okay. Mm, broke even. Mm-hmm. Still about $500 in profits. And we'll go down, push through here. Readjust. Mhm. Perfect. No. Okay. Some money to be made on this trade right here. Big time. Big, big, big time. I think we got it. Okay. Yep, we got it. Sweet entry, sweet trade. Boom. $18,120. Where are we at? 64,000. That was a beautiful trade. Eyes are stepping in. Rejecting the lower price. Let's see what it's going to do. Ah, I wanted to lower that. Mm, okay. Mm. How did I wait? What? Ah, it was the previous trade. Okay. Scared me. But we're gonna make our profit back right here. We're gonna get ahead. And we're locked in. Yeah, we made everything back. Let's see what this candle is going to do. Of Wix, I think it's going to go south, to be honest. Get ready to double up on this. She's going down. Didn't confirm. Oh man, they gave me the wrong. Okay. Mm. And now we have a problem. Mhm. Fake this out. Go down, go down, go down. Bounce off of it. Come on, 10 seconds. Shoot down, shoot down, shoot down. Okay, fake this out. Last moment, didn't pay attention. Okay, kind of even here. Still, what's our time? 1 minute? What's it going to do within this minute? Go above, go up, go down. Wait for a confirmation. See. We're still $8,000 in profit. Pretty good. Dangerous point. The trend line. And we're going to let it go down. Uh-huh. I think she's going up. Why didn't it put me in my location? I guess I should say thank you. Yep. Mm, buyers are stepping in. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Buyers are stepping in. Mm-hmm. Okay. Huge rejection of lower prices. So rejection, 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 rejection. And it looks like we're going to go up probably. I need to take a look. All right, we're going to wait a confirmation from this. And see if it's going to continue to go down. Because this could be the reversal from going up. We have a rejection of higher prices and it's engulfing. So sellers are coming through. If this closes, yeah, iffy. I'm going to go south on this. Huge engulfing candle. Maybe in 45 seconds. Probably should have placed it at a minute or 2 minutes. Ah, man, what? Why did it do me that way? Go down, 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 down. Yes. Okay. All right, waiting for our entry point. We kind of missed it. Hmm. Okay. Gonna wait. We'll do one more trade, and then we're gonna call it. 'Cause I'm still up around $8,000. Hmm. Huge rejection of a lower price. And I caught it bad. Damn. Okay. Huge momentum on the bullish side of things. It's going to get rejected. Right here. Okay. 64,000. Maybe one more trade. It's going to go south. Oh, yeah. That kind of push. Ah, no. What? Don't fake me out like that. A complete fake out. Very, very bad. Mm, internet is. Why? Ah, screw me over. Okay. All right. We're going to call that a wrap, guys. So we made what? We took it from well, about 8,000. Yeah, $8,000. So from 56,000 to 64. We did very, very good. I'm happy with that to make 8,000 in a single day. So that's a back and forth. Some bad decisions led me to losing some cash, but over and all, we are up for the overall deal. So thank you for joining me for today's live stream. I will catch you again tomorrow. So be sure to subscribe to our channels, do everything that you need to do that, so that way you don't miss out and you can actually follow along and see the reasoning behind my trades, even see my mistakes. So that way you don't make the same mistakes and you can kind of implant that in your brain over and over again. So all right, guys, until next time, happy trading and have a good day.